The purpose of Te Hononga is to bring potential Māori graduate students to Oxford, to demystify this university as the world's leading university for the 7th year in a row, to create spaces for Māori students to belong here, to find out what it takes to apply for programs here, to meet with staff. And so that's what we've done this week, and it's been incredible watching particularly our young people eyes light up that this place could be for them.
There are two main purposes to the Haerenga this week. The first of which is Te Hononga, the program, the connection, the kind of bridging of Māori tertiary students in Aotearoa to Oxford as an institution in Oxford University, for the prospects of future study, for future engagements if it's not study, talking to professors, talking to the international community about what they're doing in a place like Oxford, an academic kind of hub or centre. The second main purpose of the Haerenga is to celebrate the legacy of the first wahine Māori to attend Oxford in the 1920s, which was Makareti Papakura, who made her way to Oxford well before many other, not just Indigenous students did, but also people of colour, wahine of colour in general. And so we've got kind of like a double-pronged kaupapa happening at the moment, but very much intertwined, following in the footsteps of someone like her and looking to the future on how we can promote more engagement for Māori in places like this.
For me, the trip is amazing, just to be in this space of Oxford that you've heard about when I was younger growing up, and seen on TV or read about it in books, the Oxford Press for example, and to be here has been an experience and an opportunity not to miss. So love it so far. The highlight for me so far is being with a group of whānau from home who are on this academic journey, either for themselves or for their whānau hapua iwi. And to be all together here in Oxford and talking and thinking about the opportunities that this place offers, it's a blessing and it's a wonderful experience.
The highlight of this haerenga for me so far has been seeing, believing in the rangatahi that are currently here, as well as seeing the potential within them to maybe coming to Oxford and following mātauranga Pākehā, then bringing back that mātauranga for the betterment of our iwi, our hapu and our whānau. One quote that's resonated within myself was a whaia from Kenya who spoke just before. She said, "You can't be what you can't see, but there's no limit to your imagination."
In terms of my future, coming to a place like this, it's really opened my eyes and broadened my horizons. One of the key themes of being here that's been highlighted almost every day is diversity of cultures. Some of the programs here have over 60 countries within just one program, and so with that diversity comes diversity of thought, and in that way we can formulate different ideas and become future leaders of tomorrow.
Knowing that my koro attended this prestigious college is quite empowering for me, especially being one of his descendants, Heuri Whakatupu Ona, and just to see the college in person and to actually be here along this program, this haerenga, is awesome to just be considered to be a part of it, and also to see the rich histories behind why he came here and what he's done with all the knowledge that he gained and accessed through the University of Oxford. As we know as tangata Māori, the education that we get back at home is still well and truly, empowering and he mātauranga o roto, but to reach the highest level of education, and which is what he did, just shows to me why can't our people do it, and just shows that in fact we can. He's done it before, and this haerenga just proves that we can do it again.
Ko te painga ke atu, mōku ake, ko te titiro ki ngā hītori o te whenua nei. He mea e rita tonu ki ngā huatanga o Aotearoa, ko tātou te Māori, whakaaro nui ana o ngā hītori o a tātou ake. Nā reira kia kite te rāhuatanga i konei, me ngā tangata, me ngā hanganga, me ngā whare katoa. E mea e koana te ngākau te kite atu. Nā runga I taku nei whakapono, he wāhi tēnei, ka tāia te Māori, te haere atu, te ako atu, te ora atu anō hoki. Ka kore pēr tātou whakaaro he hua, te tae mai I konei, engari he kitenga atu, nā mātou te hunga ko tae mai, ai he hua, kia tae ai, ki ene whare wānanga, ki ene whenua, ki tā wāhi, kia ako, kia whai hua anō, mo te hunga o Āpōpō.
So as part of this week's program, we held the first ever Makareti Papakura Memorial Lecture. We had 300 people turn up to that lecture. It's been one of the most well-attended memorial lectures in the history of this museum. And so there were students from anthropology, from natural sciences, from right across the university, as well as faculty and senior staff, and students from the London School of Economics. And it was so inspiring and so humbling to see our whānau, to see the university honour Makareti and what she created for us as the first Māori woman to study here.
It was no wonder that Makareti made the decision to preserve the legacy of our ancestors by detailing their life and customary practices that proved beyond doubt that the lessons of our earliest forefathers would be relevant in any future for our people.
So, what does it mean to decolonise? For us, it's meant these really complicated processes. Everything I talked about that we have is not the end goal. The fact that we can do all these things, the fact that we're revitalising all our arts and our language, and you know, it's an exciting time at home, but that's not the end goal. That is on the way to somewhere. And the only way we're going to get there is we continue to learn, we continue to kind of discover and think critically about what we're doing.
So for me, the highlight of this week has been observing our young people engage in conversations with people who under normal circumstances they would never have a conversation with, and to do it with such confidence and pride in who they are. So they've sat next to neuroscientists and criminal justice lawyers and constitutional judges from South Africa and engaged in really meaningful conversations, and to watch their eyes spark up has just been so humbling and inspiring.